We had today in the state line. Some people spend part of their Saturday in Pecatonica going on a 1-mile hike with goats. Greta's goats invited the community out for a walk around the farm alongside 7 of their miniature animals. The owners say this starts their spring season, and they say because goats are a herd animal, they want to follow people through the woods instead of walking through alone. Following the hike, people could buy farm items at the store, including cheese, raw honey, and goat milk soap.
People gravitate towards our goats and the friendliness of them. They're a super friendly group that we have going with us right now. In addition to the goat hikes, we also do some educational programming.